Michael, your thoughts on that?
Probably the game was in three parts. First part I thought we started really well, really good first goal coming from Jack. I thought Todd did great, linking with Cyril, and nice for Sam to get his first official goal. Cifuentes, who along with Suter I thought was the pick of the players today, had a fantastic debut. After that goal gets called off, we slowed down in our play and we got stuffy, and Livingston tried to get to half-time and we allowed them too easily to get to half-time as well. We spoke about that, but we didn't improve until the subs were made. If anything, part of our play was really wasteful when we had good moments. So our approach play to the final third, and there was a lot of tension in the stadium because we had good moments where we should go and kill the game and we didn't. I thought fair play to Abdullah and Rabi. They gave the team exactly what we needed in terms of the pace and the ability to dribble and take us up the pitch. And by the end of the day, we'd got back to where we started in the game, which was much more improved. And I was really pleased for Danilo first goal, Abdullah first goal, and then obviously Kieran with a magnificent goal. I don't know if he's a bit lucky with a flick, but we'll give it to him because of the second shot. But listen, a mixed bag. It's been a rough week behind the scenes. Okay, so in terms of the players going into what is your first home game in the league in a season, we're under a little bit of pressure, or more than a little bit of pressure. And for the new guys this week, they probably rode every emotion. That's why at the end of the week, when I pick the bones out of it, I'm going to be positive more than pessimistic in terms of one or two areas, because the new guys have scored goals now. Dujon's had his debut, Jose was excellent, and Jack Butland's got his first clean sheet as well. So all in all, the week's ended a lot better than what it started.
Michael,
Michael, you haven't had the opportunity before to change a game from the bench the way you did today. How important is having that larger squad and different options, as you mentioned, Rabi and Abdallah coming on and doing it?
Yeah, look, Rabi's had a good pre-season and he's had a disappointing time in general here at Rangers, but today I think we should give him a lot of praise for the way he come into a game. Like a lot of players with his speed and his attributes, you're only going to remember the last pass or the last shot. And at the moment, we got a lot of players sort of a little bit like that the last pass or shot needs to be better. But I thought Rabi come on today, that was a huge step in the right direction. He played a huge part in Kieran's goal. And one or two other times he drove us up the pitch. Played a really nice pass to Abdullah as well, where maybe if Abdullah's not so honest, it's a penalty, but he stays up and the keeper makes a good save. So I thought those two boys come on. In the 5 or 6 minutes before that, there was tension in the stadium, but I just wanted to stay with the front three just to see if they could work it out, because we had moments. So, look, we're a work in progress, but the last two performances are a step in the right direction for sure.
Michael, I was going to ask you, it seems strange having won 4-0, but Jack Butland's performance today, 2 really good saves around the 55th minute mark. He seems to have brought some stability to the back line, seems to be a lot of confidence, not only in himself. We knew how good Jack Butland was, and then he's maybe not played a lot of football, but giving him that platform, are you confident that we can get more of what we've seen today? Because he certainly looks like he can do that.
Yeah, I've got no doubts with Jack's a top goalkeeper. We get him at a good age. We're very fortunate here. I think we have good goalkeepers in general. It's a position that we've got strength in, depth in, and Jack talks well in the dressing room as well. And I think he started his Rangers career well, and I think in midweek he had a good night, and a VAR decision robs him of a clean sheet, so I was delighted that he got one today.
Michael Dessler's took a bit of stick for the crowd today. The fans just need to stick with him and support him.
Yeah, listen, you can see Cyril's not come off a big pre-season. He missed the last 2 months of the end of last season as well. Scored in midweek. He was heavily involved in the first goal. Look, I think we all want a lot from our players, and as I say, the goal this week will do him a world of good, and we're just tinkering, new things for his game, new team, new stadium, new league. Cyril will be fine.
Michael, what have you made of James Tavernier's performances today and throughout the start of the season?
Yeah, fine, no problem with Tav whatsoever.
Michael, the midfield balance, that's obviously the first time we've seen that three together. They seem to complement each other very well, like you said, in that first half hour or so. How pleased were you with that? Really
pleased. Todd had a fitness test to play in the game today, so it was very much touch and go. He took a knock to his thigh in the game midweek, and he was desperate to play. You could see he got really tired just before he come off. The second goal for us come at the right time, because we managed to re-energise or rest the midfielders, if you like. That's got a good mix to it. I thought Ryan Jack was terrific in midweek as well, and we've got John and we've got Kieran, so we've got good strength in depth. Tom Lawrence is in the background just working his way back to fitness via training games, really. He's been out for a year, so he's probably a 10 or 15 man at the moment, but he'll get there as well. So we've got real strength in depth in midfield. It's finding the right balance, and I wanted some consistency today, so just 2 changes in the starting lineup I thought was important.
Is that the same with Kamara Roof? You mentioned Tom Lawrence getting back up to speed. Is Kamara just being phased in slowly? Yeah,
look, Kamara could have come and gave us a little bit more, but I wanted to show faith and trust in Danny. I think it was important for him to get his first 90 minutes and going through the middle on his own. You saw with 2 wide players, it was a little bit different. We've got all these options, and so I went with Rabi and Abdullah today, and it's one that you got right. Maybe, you know, Kamar won't thank me for it, that's for sure, guys, because he's desperate to play, and in training he's looked very sharp. But when we're trying to get the team moving, I've got to find the right moments to allow players to get their feeling back in their legs, and Kamar and Tom are just a little bit behind the rest of the group.
Is everyone looking okay for Tuesday night, Mike?
Yeah, everybody's fine. We obviously John Lundstrom won't travel because he has a family thing, a personal thing, so he can't travel for the game. So there was a reason why I left Jacko out today with the free playing. I just wanted to make sure we had everybody available. And Connor was never going to play 3 games in a week because Connor's probably trained 3 times with a team in total and played 2 games. So, you know, that's a big pat on the back for Doc Waller, Jack Aid and John Irwin, the physios and sports science, the team, because after 3 months out, he come back and trained once, played Kilmarnock, trained twice, and then played in midweek. So it was in our plan never to play in 3 games this week.
Michael, can I just quickly ask, just the last thing on Leon Balogun? I thought he was a terrific game today. Really marked Joel Newbley, who's caused us a lot of problems in the past, really well. There was question marks when he came back. I thought he answered them perfectly today.
Leon was fantastic today, and he gives that versatility. He can play right or left. I think we should get used to seeing a back 3 at times as well. And Ben's back into training on Monday. That's the first sighting of Dujon. Ridvan's back in training Thursday. All of a sudden, Leon King's back. There's a little bit more strength there. What I'm really keen to do is have some consistency in the starting 11 and use the subs if needed. Not make too many changes while we're in this period. I think it will help the team. So Leon played today for Connor and did really well, but expect Connor back on Tuesday.